Your heart starts pounding, your chest gets tight, and your mind just spirals into a storm of what-ifs. What if the secret to stopping that feeling wasn't a new trend, but an ancient, battle-tested philosophy designed for chaos? That awful, overwhelming feeling is anxiety, and we all know it well. But today, we are breaking down 5 principles from the Stoics that will help you find genuine peace. These aren't just abstract theories, they are practical tools used by people like Emperor Marcus Aurelius and the philosopher Seneca to navigate war, chaos, and literal plagues. If these ideas worked for them, they can absolutely work for you. And hey, if you find this useful, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more wisdom for a calmer life. Alright, first up is the absolute foundation of all Stoic practice. Knowing the difference between what you can control and what you can't. So much of our anxiety comes from trying to wrestle with things we have zero power over: what other people think of us, the future, the stock market. The Stoics would say that's a total waste of your energy. So, here's a simple exercise to try. At the start of your day, grab a piece of paper and draw a line down the middle. On one side, list your worries that are outside my control. On the other, list what's within my control: your actions, your effort, your responses. Now, make a conscious choice to pour all your energy into that second column. This single act can pull you back to reality and clear out the mental junk that anxiety loves to feed on. Principle number 2 is all about being right here, right now. The Stoics understood that anxiety thrives in 2 places: regrets about the past and fears for the future. As the philosopher Seneca put it, we often suffer more in our imagination than we do in reality. Your daily practice for this is a simple 5-minute mindfulness break. Just sit quietly, focus on the feeling of your breath, and when your mind inevitably wanders, just gently guide it back. You can also use little cues throughout your day, like the buzz of your phone or the act of washing your hands, to pause and just notice what's around you. This simple habit anchors you in the present, interrupting the anxiety loop before it can even start. Moving on to our third principle, which I'll admit, sounds a little strange at first, but it's incredibly effective: negative visualization. The Stoics called it premeditatio malorum. Instead of pushing away dark thoughts, you calmly and briefly imagine things going wrong. Here's the exercise. Once a day, pick a fear you have. Maybe it's bombing a presentation or getting some criticism. Then, ask yourself, okay, if that happened, how would I handle it? Remind yourself of your own resourcefulness, your strength, and all the difficult things you've already overcome. This isn't about dwelling on disaster, it's about proving to yourself that you're more capable than your anxiety wants you to believe. It shrinks the fear of the unknown, which is a massive anxiety trigger. We're just over halfway through, and I'm curious, which of these principles is hitting home for you the most so far? Drop a comment below and let me know what you're thinking. I'd genuinely love to hear about it. Our fourth principle is the classic practice of journaling. The Stoics were dedicated journalists, using a pen and paper to untangle their thoughts and challenge their own irrational beliefs. So, here's your exercise. Every evening, take just a few minutes to write. You don't have to write a novel. Just ask yourself 3 questions. What made me anxious today? Was that thing actually in my control? And how could I approach it with more wisdom next time? This act of getting your worries out of your head and onto paper makes them feel so much more manageable. Over time, you'll start to spot your own patterns and see just how much progress you're making. And finally, our 5th principle, practicing voluntary discomfort. This might sound intense, but it's really just about building your mental toughness. To do this, the Stoics would intentionally and safely take on minor hardships. Your daily exercise is to pick one small, safe thing that pushes you out of your comfort zone. Maybe it's taking a cold shower for 30 seconds, skipping that sugary coffee, or deciding to walk instead of drive. The goal isn't self-torture, it's to prove to your brain that you can handle feeling uncomfortable. Every time you do this, you build a little more confidence and shrink your fear of future challenges, which is one of the best antidotes to anxiety there is. Alright, that's a wrap on our 5 Stoic principles for finding peace. Let's recap them real quick. 1. Focus only on what you can actually control. 2. Ground yourself in the present moment. 3. Use negative visualization to build real resilience. 4. Journal to untangle your thoughts and learn from them. 5. Embrace a little voluntary discomfort to build your confidence. These aren't just ideas, they're a training program for your mind. You don't have to do it all at once. Just pick one principle and give it a try for a week. Remember, consistency beats intensity every single time. You absolutely have the power to reclaim your peace of mind. If this video helped you, please give it a like and maybe share it with someone who could use it. And of course, subscribe for more practical wisdom. Thanks for watching.